Well, after we just I gotta find something to do. I gotta just manly me to fuck alone today. Turn it off with the fucking cameras, all right? And tell your friend he needs to become nothing. If he feels as if he's nothing, then he's arrived. Now work on being the biggest motherfucker in the universe, okay? Because that's what I am in captivity. I'm a deity in a bottle, okay? For 20 years. Why are you jealous of a deity in a bottle, tapping on the glass, going up to the vents and smelling things, checking cameras, touching dead artifacts? You know, I once had stainless steel rings and custom rings and pinky rings, $80 rings, no big deal. Fake black onyx ones, but they were nice. Saved up, get them. I used to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sunglasses. Now I use paper, uh, ringed metal binder cl- binders, metal ring binders as rings and things like that, and bread ties, pieces of leather for like any inmate would. Well, you got the tinfoil from the cigarettes there around there. Looks good. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm getting when I get out, if I get out. The drugs I get, the medications are doled out, and it's no good. It's no good. I can't make it work like this. I'm dying, and I'm just dying, and I got to get away immediately, and I plan on it. This guy just wants to. It's all day, all night on the internet. My only escape is to try to deface my cock and put it down. And summer's not why you're here. I didn't say why I was here. I know I have a good idea. I'm not interested in summer, and apparently you are, because that's all we talk about. Some jealous husband. It's like, well, again, I told you, what you discovered. You have to be a man now and deal with that. You open Pandora's box, not me. Like you don't have a big closet full of secrets. What if I just went and opened it up? You'd lose everything all at once. Well, that's what I've done. You said you had nothing all those years ago, and I didn't. Now I have even less. But I still have you. Well, I can't be all that bad if you really give me this much negative attention. I'm not interested in what Summer does. That was all those years ago. You know, I don't. If that's true, how does your girl feel about the attention that she doesn't get, and how do you think her boyfriend feels about all the attention that he's not getting? I talked to Maya. You insert dick pics and shit. Nobody's interested in your dick, man. They've seen a lot of dicks, and my dick's actually prettier. You got like what, an inch on me, and it thins out towards the top. Mine is thicker around, and it's just different, and it's got that sheen to it on a good day. When it's fully engorged, it's a nice dick. Dicks are different. I don't care about dicks, really. I can look at them, but I don't like that the way you do it. Look at my dick. It's not that great. It's what is it, 6 inches? Big deal. Okay, it's not that. What's so pretty about it? I don't care. Let me see what kind of load you shoot. Let me see. But that's not my. That's not why we're here. I don't. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Isn't that rotten? You know, the girls, I'm talking to her. Oh, I love you, man. So blah, blah, blah. We're gonna get together and fuck around or whatever. He immediately goes crazy. It's like, just grow up, dude. Okay, grow up. I'm not interested in that. But I would do it these days. And he keeps talking about my father, depressing things like that. It's like, well, whether or not he's alive or dead isn't interesting to me. It bothers me at times when you fuck with me, but Ziggy's gone, okay? and uh, and he's not gonna come back because in my heart and in my mind he's left and he's been gone since then. So to see him again would be too traumatic and I'm not interested. Now I resent my parents and things like that. The next time around, you know, I love my mother. She's the only thing besides my girlfriend that's deceased that I truly loved with all my fucking heart and love. But I don't like the pain I'm giving my mother. I don't like the shit I'm putting her through. So privately, she's. I'm going to leave her be. I'll always be there for her. But for now, I have to leave her be because you're here. If a reporter asks, just give them the truth. My parents are no longer here. Well, how'd they die? I don't, I don't remember being born. It must have happened during one of my blackouts. And somebody will come back and be like, "Didn't your father and didn't your mother?" It's like, I don't know. I was held captive and reassigned all my shit and held over and processed for 15 years. Uh, so, according to you, I went through a period where I didn't believe my mother was my mother, and she may not be, but it doesn't matter. She's the one that raised me. I love my mother to death. It's not important who you say is who, and always reminding me what year I was born, which is inaccurate, and you don't know where I was born. All that shit's been covered up in the first place, but you change it around. I, you know, and all that shit. So whatever you say is unimportant. It's unimportant. Chief is gone. Ziggy's gone. All that's gone. Sister's gone. All these people you talk about are gone. Um, Nowadays, when I listen to You and Me, Less Than Zero, I'm thinking of either, most of the time, I'm thinking it's a song to myself, you know, and, and, or occasionally I'll think of my deceased girlfriend. But I've let everything go, and that's it. That's all I can do. And there's no one, and I got to listen to the cams, and I have a feeling that they're showing the cams to everybody, and it's just highly illegal. And somehow I have to always keep my head high, which is good because I've always got an intense amount of rage and anger. So I don't have no problem. And I'm always scanning for a smiling motherfucker or someone who wants it. You know, I don't give a fuck about the repercussions. Um, yeah, I would take care of. I have to take care of the business, and you know, someone, someone's gonna say the wrong thing sometime, and that'll be the end. But I mean, if you have all the truth and honesty and you can predict the future, no, I don't allow that because I'm a deity in a bottle. But I'll tell you, I'll tell you this much. I'll make a prediction that let me make a prediction if I will. It'll be whatever it is, and you don't tell me what day. You don't embellish. If I want it in 10 minutes, I'll go fucking get it in 10 minutes. You know what I mean? I need to process my own shit. I don't need to hear. You're constantly trying to get the upper hand, and you have no hand at all in it because I'm still ruler of my bottle, and I still grant miracles, but only to the right motherfucker when he hears my call. And occasionally he does on this internet. I'll put out a call. I'll say, if you love me, well then tell me so, but don't fucking waste my time. You know what I mean? A deity will always respond to a true, uh, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I am. When the, when the person is making inquisition, knows that it's still alive, and sometimes yeah, and they'll say things to me like, you know, what if I could give you? Once upon a time, they used to come up to me all the time and say, what if I could give you anything you wanted within reason? You know what I have. And I'd say, well, I'm busy right now. Even though it's just depending because I'm just lazy. But these days, when somebody says I can't see so good in this fucking in this blackness, this black vortex, and I'll say, well, I'm not all omniscient. Who exactly are you? If do you, do this, kind of like The Exorcist. They got it tied to the bed, and it's like, you know, I can make it more comfortable. Well, then loosen these straps. Well, if you're the devil, why not make them disappear? Well, that's much too vulgar display of power, Father Karras, he says. And then, you know, the priest sits on the bed, and the demon slides open the dresser drawer, which isn't, and he says, and then the priest is like, holy shit, this might be the devil. Because the devil, I mean, think about that. What did that scene mean? He really meant it when he said, I don't need to make vulgar displays like that. I can make them disappear. I just opened that dresser drawer, and it put the priest in check, total fucking check. You know what I'm saying? Next time I tell you I'm him, believe it, or I'm one of them, believe it. But you already know that. That's what it's like with you all the time. Yep. In any, intense hate is also worship when it's individualized like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know I could tell by your actions that some of you have no qualms about bringing girls in and being like, "Look at this piece of shit. Look at him." At my worst when I'm flipping out and shit, just to just to make yourself feel better. But imagine what you'd be like. You'd be probably catatonic, curled up, and trying to process it all. I can only create and do things on my terms, like any day, like any deity, creates things. You could, I need drugs, I need privacy, I need to be able to do what I'm doing without. Um, but when the muse leaves, it's left. But I'm still full of things from time to time, and I don't like this controlled thing. It's like we're gonna dole out your meds. Why is that necessary? I've never overdosed on pills on these type. That's not necessary. Where you can take more and more and more. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't. You can only get so high. You get the same shit you get in one day. What's it matter? You take a 2-day break. It's worse for your. It's worse for your brain, and it's worse for your spirit, and it's worse for. It's more schizophrenic. You're not a qualified physician, and a qualified physician would know to distribute it properly. And after 20 fucking 24 years of taking it, I know how to take it. I better than the physician does. My body and brain has become accustomed to it. Doling it out is not like it's not like that kind of drug. You process it the way it's processed. It's not like weaning off heroin or something. You're weaning off. It's not like that. You know, it's chemistry, man. It's complex chemistry and it's complex. You know, they took away the Xanax. That's the only thing you needed to fucking worry about. That's the only thing you needed to worry about. Um, and that's it. And you don't know what I took to overdose at the hotel and shit. You don't know what I did, and I didn't do it on purpose. But you don't know what I did, and it's nothing that you know about. And I don't need to tell you about it, and you don't need to ask. I think you know too. But let's not get into that. Yeah, but that's a drug that doesn't need to be controlled like that. Just open up just do some research. What's that gonna do? All because then you got to play the pharmacy game, and it's like, well, we don't have it. I don't have it. You got to wait 2 days for it to come in, and it's like it's just a clusterfuck. Pretty soon, I'll have leftover pills because because the month is almost over. You know what I'm saying? 14 and it's insane. Doesn't make any sense. And I'm totally broke, so it's like fuck this. I'm quitting my doctor. I want all my money back. I want 700 a month or else. And if that can't come through, then I'm outie, because I'm trying to do something, and you're disabling me at every turn. If I want to be able to break free and jump on a plane and go live in a fucking hostel, that's my prerogative. I don't need to be detained. I'll be here forever with you lazy fucks. Hey, look at it. Let's fuck around. One more season in hell. It's like, nah. My spirit, soul, you're trying to do it on purpose. I don't really give a fuck. I know how the things I've seen are so mighty and high echelon, and it takes groups and groups and groups, and it's not just you, intense groups. I survived it all, and I don't really even care. We're gonna come get you, so you don't. It's like I don't even really fucking care. The least you could do is hurry the fuck up. I don't know what you're doing. If you're gonna execute the motherfucker. I ask you to do it all the time. I say, come in here when I'm sleeping and just pop me gently. I don't know, whatever. But I can't live like this, man. It's too schizophrenic. I'm already bipolar. I'm already schizo. I don't need this shit. Now she's coming, and it's like I don't even want to fucking move. I don't even want to. And now I'm just gonna rip her head off, like twist it around, like you know, what I'm saying. And you enjoy it. Well, let's just do this, and it's like, well, let's just fuck the whole thing. At the levels I'm being prescribed it, you can't take no more than 4 a day, which is I'm not allowed anymore. I'm only allowed 2 a day. If I cheat, I'll take 3 a day, and that you can only get so fucking high. What's the point in taking 3 more? I've always been a master at pacing. What the hell is that? I've never ran out early in my life. That's my you're fucking up a junkie's fucking how he distributes the shit. And I take it for all kinds of reasons. It's my shit. And you're doing it on purpose. Complete drug. Don't you think I'm a complete drug master? It's not my history to fuck up drugs and take too much. I was guaranteed since 1999. Do you understand what I've taken? They're giving me so much fucking speed that narcoleptics will take this, and on top of that, they'd give me Provigil, the Hollywood drug, to make you fucking even more intense. And it's like super crack for the brain, and it's like, dude, you can't take me down from that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know since I was, and then they Trazodone, Xanax to come down like Marilyn Monroe. You're turning me, I'm getting, my soul's dying, my spirit's dying. You're fucking with my drugs. I'm gonna be a fucking zombie, and that's what you're trying to do. So I got a book while I still got some art in my soul and heart, and I can still give some hate to the world. And no, you're not timing it. You're fucking up you know, you're fucking up destiny, and you're doing it on purpose. My destiny's to what? Escape and then come back and whack you? Because that's what's gonna happen soon if I don't get my fucking way and get my shit. I want my money, I want my shit, I want my clothes, I want all that.